Well, once again, over the weekend, we've seen some absolutely horrendous decisions going in favour of the bigger teams, especially once again, Manchester United. Now, having looked at our penalty incident against Arsenal in more depth, look, you could say it was a penalty or it wasn't. It's hypothetical now. It doesn't matter. It's gone. It's water under the bridge. But today, I didn't want to sort of deal on any news. I wanted to talk about with you what you think about how, as it says there, how do we deal with the cartel? Because Man United and Liverpool have gotten away with absolute blue murder over the last few weeks with VAR decisions, etc. So is it about time that the rest of the Premier League started to fight back? Let's take a look. Hi everybody, I'm Paul. Welcome back to the Daily News on the Toon Review YouTube channel. And like I said in the intro there, is it time that the Premier League clubs who are affected by this ridiculous need for the Premier League to make sure that Man United and Liverpool are successful, what do we do about it? How do we work around this? Because it's getting beyond a joke now, and I think everybody realises that. Certainly the West Ham fans at the weekend, they're now, putting on social media about a cartel, etc. This needs to end. Everything seems to be in favour of certainly Liverpool and Manchester United. They are the two clubs that I think really do get VAR decisions towards them on a consistent basis. We've seen penalties for Liverpool, penalties not given against Manchester United, goals disallowed for West Ham the other day for a foul on De Gea. I mean, come on. This has got to stop. And, I've done this video today based on what Alex said in the show last night regarding how the other clubs should maybe pull together. Because what we're seeing at the moment on social media is a lot of fans bickering with each other. Everton, Newcastle, Villa, whoever it may be, all bickering between themselves. When really, it's all of our clubs that are suffering because of this crazy cartel going on in the Premier League. There is no doubt in my mind, and I will say this till the cows come home, right? There is no doubt in my mind that there is a cartel there to make sure, or try and make sure, that Liverpool or Manchester United, if not one, but both, get into the Champions League. Because the decisions we are seeing would dictate that. And nothing can sway me otherwise. Liverpool fans coming out and saying, we've had decisions against us this season. The same with Man United. Man United complain every bloody week about decisions. Yet it's there. It's plain sight for everybody to see how bad these decisions are and how well they go for Manchester United and Liverpool. Manchester City, I'm excluding from that. They don't need VAR's help to win anything. They've got a fantastic football side and a wonderful manager who is a born winner. Arsenal, they've had decisions go against them as well this season. So I'm ruling Arsenal out of there. But because they're up there, I don't think the Premier League mind that. It's the fact that Liverpool have had a rotten season. Man United haven't been great. And now they're both around about the Champions League spots. And you've got to remember that, Liverpool are hunting down Manchester United down now rather than us. So it's all there to play for still in the last few games. But the decisions we are seeing are rank awful. And, we've had discussions on VAR and things like that before. Nothing changes. It's the same usual excuse from whoever it may be. Howard Webb sending apologies to clubs. You look at what happened to Brighton at Spurs. Horrendous refereeing. Now, Spurs aren't, for me, challenging for the Champions League now. They've blown it. But earlier on, even up to a few weeks ago, they were challenging and they were getting decisions. That Brighton game, you can't convince me that everything did not go Tottenham's way. Because it bloody well did. Now, what do we do about this, guys? Because, like I said there's a lot of fan bickering going on, whether it be Twitter or some sorts of social media platforms, slagging each other off. Talking about Everton, Villa, us. There's lots of fans arguing with each other. However, we are the ones that are suffering through this cartel. We are the ones that decisions are going against. They did everything the other day to try and get Manchester United something against West Ham. But well done to West Ham for holding on and sticking one up the backsides. But it was clear and obvious. Now, like I say, West Ham fans have also come out complaining about this. So is it about time that the rest of the Premier League got together, whether it be the fans or whether it be the clubs themselves, to try and, investigate this? At best, investigate it. Because something is going on. I mean, I think we're all agreed on that something is going on between the big six, shall we say, although some of them clubs, like I've just excluded, aren't involved. But Manchester United and Liverpool, without a doubt, get everything. And I'm not sitting here being a bitchy Newcastle fan, because I don't have to do that. Because it's blatantly obvious in the decisions that are made on a regular basis against us, against West Ham, against the other clubs, Brighton, for example. Now, this all has to come to an end. And like I say, is it up to us fans now to do something about this? Because at the end of the day, somebody could get relegated because of this. Somebody could miss out on Champions League because of it. So it's millions of pounds worth of money and income to these football clubs that could be affected by these absolute terrible decisions that we're seeing on the pitch, which are influenced by the cartel. And it's so blatantly obvious. So do we now need to set up fan groups in order to communicate with each other? Like I say, instead of bitching to each other, do we need to set these fan groups up and start maybe pressing people on finding out what the hell is going on? Or do you think it's up to the clubs maybe that they need to start working together and asking why these decisions are made on such a consistent basis against teams that seem to be playing the likes of Liverpool and Manchester United? That the decisions, the important decisions, don't go their way. Because quite frankly, it's spoiling football now, isn't it? I mean, we know it is. These guys wanted to break away into a Super League not long ago. So they don't give a toss about the rest of the Premier League. All they care about is themselves. And all the Premier League care about is taking care of them lot. Sod the rest of them. Sod the rest of them. It's all about those clubs. And the Premier League wants to be represented by those clubs. The likes of Liverpool and Manchester United. Not getting in the Champions League is a disaster for the Premier League. Complete disaster for them. And us getting in the Champions League, or a Brighton suddenly coming from nowhere, or an Aston Villa coming from nowhere, it would upset everybody in the Premier League. And it would upset the bigger clubs, the cartel clubs as well. They've had it their way now for far too long. Far too long. And I don't know. Is it the fans that need to do something about it, like I say, or is it the clubs? I'm very, very interested to know what you guys think in the comments, because I'm trying to come up with ideas here as to what can happen, because what Alex said on the show last night during the review, it rang bells in my head saying, yeah, the guy's got a point. When is it about time that the clubs actually start asking serious questions, or is it down to the fans to start doing it? I mean, I know the clubs have got a lot going on, etc., so maybe it is down to the fans, who knows? But surely something needs to start, and somebody needs to get the ball rolling with this. Some sort of supporters, advice, or some supporters group gets together and does something and starts that ball rolling to start asking serious questions about why decisions like this go on a weekly basis in favour of those clubs. Because it's just a joke now. It is an absolute joke. And I think reading social media, reading a lot of supporters' feelings on this, then there is something that can be done with supporters groups. I'm under no illusion of that. Because the West Ham, Villa, Everton, we need to stop bitching amongst ourselves and maybe concentrate on the real problem going on in the football world, is the corruption. That is what we all need to get together and start discussing and start pressing the Premier League on. Because our league is being destroyed by this, by ridiculous footballing decisions on the pitch, which are influenced by people higher up. And if those people higher up are not brought to justice or brought to task and find out why they're doing this, then this will just continue to snowball. We will get nowhere. nothing will change. And it'll be season after season after season that we're seeing these ridiculous decisions going on, which are bang against any other club in the Premier League. So maybe the bitching between the fans needs to stop and concentrate on finding out what the hell is going on with this corruption and cartel in the Premier League. Because frankly, enough's enough. We've seen some ridiculous decisions in the last few games. Which, by the way, West Ham could have been in a lot of trouble if they didn't beat Manchester United. But they weren't bothered about that. They were bothered about Man United getting something from the game by disallowing a perfectly good goal. And honestly, the handball, it was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. A bit of a different news show today for you, but I'm very interested to know what you guys think. Do we set up supporters groups? Is it up to the clubs now to start asking serious questions? Where do you think we should start on this? Let me know in the comments. But thank you very much, guys, for watching the video. Just something I've been mulling about for a few days now, especially after more disastrous decisions at the weekend. But if you have enjoyed the video, please do hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Come and be part of this incredible community on the Toon Review. And of course, the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any videos. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care.